Good day, my dear viewers. You are welcome to my channel today. Please, if you are new, do well to subscribe so as to catch me in my next videos. It will not cost you anything to subscribe, like, and share. Nigeria now, wow. Oh, it is such a pity. Nigeria now, wow. It is such a pity. A young girl came out to complain, to express her pains about what she's going through. A young couple, a girl serving her nation, came out to complain about the pains she's going through, about how difficult life is for her. And the next thing is to start threatening her, Even some youths that do not know their left from their right are among those threatening this young, beautiful girl. What a shame. What a shame. All the things she said in that video, which one is a lie? Which one is a lie? And now my heart has been going out to these coppers. I've been thinking how they survive. How do they survive? Minimum wage that is 70,000 are not yet being paid to coppers. Even that 70,000 is just nothing. They are being paid till today 33,000. How would anybody survive on that amount? A young person who has left the father's house to go serve the nation is being paid such a meager amount. How do you want such a person to survive? And now this young girl came out to cry her heart out. You could see that even at some point in that video, she started crying. It's just painful. When I went for service, 2011, then my allowance then was 9,800. A mudu of beans then was 300. Big loaf of bread then was 200, 150, 300. Rice was around 400, 500 thereabout for a mudu too. Crate of egg was around 800, 700, 1, 2 that time. You could manage that money for a month plus your small pay that your PPA pays you. Then I was getting like 13,800 a month. You could manage it. But even along the line, somewhere, Jonathan then in his benevolence increased our allowance then from 9,800 to 19,500. We lived to an extent comfortably. You could wake up, because I slept somewhere around Ogbomoso or your state. At times I'll wake up and just go to Lagos and buy one or two. And even along the line, you could even get lift, because then there was no too much of kidnapping like we have now. There was no security threat like we have now. So life was just moving. But today, the cost of living is truly very high. I am a married man with a wife and a daughter. I know the heat I face every day to provide for my family. Even as a worker. Come on. How come was this weekend in this country? How come? Somebody should not even talk again. Is that what people are saying? Somebody should not even talk again. Everybody should just keep mute and be suffering, smiling, and dying. The other day, a girl jumped over the Third Mainland Bridge, committed suicide, and so many people are committing suicide now. Suicide rates have increased, all because of what? What is going on? The hardship on the land is much, so the government have to address it fast before it gets out of hand. The government have to address it fast before it gets out of hand. Push the inflation down. People are suffering, people are dying. People can't buy their medications anymore. All these guys with these illnesses like diabetes, all those ones that require certain drugs to maintain themselves, they can't afford them anymore. They are just dying every day. Retirees that worked for 35 years, many of them have died because after retirement, they can't take care of themselves again. The cost of living is very high. Even those working are just working to feed. Even the feeding is the money is still not enough. Come on, sort of threatening the girl. Address all those issues she raised. That is how a government works. Address all those issues she raised. Let's not be wicked. Let's not be oppressive in our country. Nobody is a slave here. We're all equals. We're all citizens, Nigerian citizens. Equal rights, equal before God, equal before the law. Whether you are rich, whether you are poor, equal. Nobody owns the country more than the other person. Nobody owns Nigeria more than the other person. What's all this? Now, let me warn. The government have to be very careful with that copper. The government have to be very careful with that copper because the way it is now, if anything happens to that girl, it could spark massive protests across the country. I repeat, if anything happens to her, it could spark massive protests across the country. Something that even the government may not be able to handle. So they should be careful. They should be careful. This woman's issue is on. What's the name? And Natasha Akoti. We're not done with that one. This one is coming up now. Let them be careful with that young girl. That girl expressed her heart out. She's not a politician. She's not supporting any party. She only came out to speak out her pains. So let's listen to her and do the needful. She came to speak for thousands of other coppers. They are going through hell. Are going through hell. Coppers in this country are going through hell. I'm telling you. They are going through hell and they are serving the nation. They are starving to serve the nation. I mean, it's not right. It's not right. Let's take care of these guys. Why won't pay the coppers minimum wage? Why not pay them something higher? These are graduates for crying out loud. Pay them something higher. These are graduates for crying out loud. I was there. I was the copper. So I know what I'm saying. But during my time, things were not this bad. So my 1 year service was an enjoyable one for me. Yes. We're getting things from everywhere. The community will bring food for you, they'll bring yam for you, they'll bring whatever for you. Your allowance could take you some days, even for the month. Just manage yourself well. You are okay. But today, no matter how much you manage, it is not enough. Even to drink garri and sugar morning, afternoon, night, that money is not still enough. What is this? What is this? How did we get here? How did we get here? These are questions that need answers. What happened? Where did we miss it? How did we get here? What is the way forward? These are questions that need answers. Please drop your comments at the comment section. I want to hear from you. Thank you for watching. God bless you.